you interested in getting involved with ASNT but aren't sure who to talk to? The February issue contains our yearly Ready Reference Manual, which lists our volunteer leadership, committee activity, awards and honors, certification information, and headquarters staff. Take a look through to see who's who and where you may want to volunteer your time. One new face you may not yet be familiar with is that of ASNT's new Executive Director, Dr. Arny Bereson. He joined the ASNT family at the beginning of January and has brought his vision and enthusiasm to ASNT headquarters all the way from Southern California. We took a moment to speak with him about his experience, his passions, and his vision for ASNT.
It was a really interesting opportunity. My background, both my bachelor's and my master's were in the applied sciences and engineering, polymer physics, material science, those kinds of things, and then my PhD was in human services. So I spent the first part of my career in manufacturing and in technology, and the second half of my career running nonprofit organizations. This was a really interesting hybrid of the two, and a chance to really utilize all the skills I've gleaned over the last several years. I've always had this amazing attraction towards the social dynamics of individuals. And so when I was working in manufacturing and in technology, it wasn't as gratifying as I found it was when I was working with people improving the human condition. I believe in motivation, I believe in empowerment, I believe in allowing people to rise to levels that they thought were not possible before, and then basically challenging them to rise to the occasion, and more times than not they do. I see a huge landscape of changes and enhancements in ASNT. I really am going to focus initially as a perennial approach to empowering our volunteers and empowering our staff and allowing them to fully exercise the competencies that they have, particularly with the volunteers, the passion that they have that drove them to this organization, and focusing that passion into a platform of engagement within their communities and in the non-destructive testing community as a global community, and helping this organization really move forward somewhat exponentially. We all need to be focused on doing the same thing. We may each have a slightly different objectives or a slightly different way of achieving that overall goal, but we're all moving in the same direction. And if we don't work together, it takes 10, 15, 20 times longer to get to where we need to go, if we even get there. We want to become much more engaged in the international community. We want to be the voice and the force for non-destructive testing worldwide. And we can only do that by engaging in a much more proactive manner across boundaries in every part of the globe where non-destructive testing is going on, and then where it's not, introducing it. By being collegial with everyone that works in this field of non-destructive testing, by creating relationships, and by letting people know what it is we do and how we can help them. In the vast amount of time I've been here, I must say that I am incredibly impressed with the staff that we have in this building. I mean, I am really, really, truly impressed. We've got some amazing people, and the most amazing part isn't necessarily the technology that they have or their individual competencies, but their true feeling that they want to be engaged and make us successful, and their desire to work with our volunteers and our volunteer network to help them be successful. And if I do nothing else other than energize all of those feelings and ensure that we create a pathway whereby we can connect all of our staff to our volunteers and all move forward in a very, very focused manner, then I think I will have accomplished a lot.
Dr. Bereson will be giving a presentation in March at the Spring Research Symposium in Anaheim, California, to outline in more detail the future direction of ASNT. We hope you will be able to join us then. We also hope you enjoy this issue of Materials Evaluation. Thanks for watching, and keep making the world a safer place.